I'm selling out, right?
I tried to make a video about this, but the Jews at Jewtube said you can't make a video over 15 minutes. What a bunch of Jews they are.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hey, listen, but see, this is why I tell brothers: if you're not trying to teach our community how to uplift themselves, how to bring themselves out, you know what I mean? However you want to do it, you're not really doing much for the community. And a lot of brothers kind of fall back on, it's white privilege. You know what I mean?
White privilege is a myth, and Gary's about to slam that shit down into the ground. All you gotta do is work hard. I'm Puerto Rican. The only racism I ever faced was by blacks and Asians.
Is white supremacy. Where do you find yourself on the spectrum? You know what I mean? With that as far
I can tell you the old me, and I can tell you the new me. You see, the old me, he was a piece. He really was. He was a piece. I tried to be good. I did. I wanted to be good. Because this is what's always in me. That's.
We all want to be good. I think in general, most humans want to be. Certainly men. We aspire to be protectors and defenders of those that can't defend themselves.
Why I was never satisfied with doing stuff wrong. But when I just couldn't grab on to life. I tried, but I couldn't grab on to it. So I thought it can't possibly be me. This is because of white people. And I hated white people. Mm-hmm. I subscribed to the whole.
The biggest shock to my system, me being like, I look a lot more brown during certain seasons than others because, that's what I am. But getting denied service at a fucking Dairy Queen by a black woman because she thought I had white privilege or whatever the hell this is. And we're talking like in the 90s. Oh, God. I wanted to reach across the counter and smash her face into it.
We can't be racist, bull. I subscribed to that heavy back then, and that's how I acted. But in my travels, I start realizing the only men that kept coming for me were white people. They was the ones that gave me my first loan. They was the ones that gave me my first shot.
Most of my friends are black. And it's not they're friends because they're black. They're my friends because they're good people. And we work well together. I was in the military. We did a lot of great things together in the military. You didn't care about what somebody looked like. It's a bunch of asshole shit that the Democrats cooked up.
They was the ones that showed me how to cry. They was the ones that hugged me. They was the ones that helped me through the hardest times. Man, MDI. I'm just gonna shout all y'all out because I don't want to try to miss names and all that shit. MDI, baby, MDI. So it's just like I was shown a way because I escaped the hood. Mm-hmm. I was shown the way, but the problem was
it's hard to escape that whole environment, right? I grew up in an area where a lot of drugs are pretty prevalent. I know he's about to say he smokes a lot of weed. I went to college enough that I can afford ketamine and weed. So, it's beneficial. It doesn't hurt. But, it's not always the answer.
You know how you got a transmission, a manual transmission, and one of the teeth are broke, and you can't.
I worked on cars for like a career, basically. He's talking about a bus's synchro. Oh shit! Sorry, I fucked that up. Here we go.
Trying to get into gear, you can get in there, but you just gotta get the timing right. I just couldn't. fit the gear. It didn't click. I couldn't do it. Then I found weed. I found weed.
Weed's certainly nice. It's not always the answer. Just like ketamine's not always the answer. Or ayahuasca or anything else.
And it calmed me down.
Right.
It shut off.
The weed certainly, and as well as the ketamine, solved a lot of my issues as far as calming me down, but it's not always the answer.
All that negative energy. It shut off all that pain and suffering. It just shut it off. And
Right.
I was able to look at me objectively, which is horrific. It's horrific. So when you go down to that deep, dark, the sunken place, once you go down there and you got to truly face your demons, I said this to another person that was.
We don't want to face our demons. That's the hardest part. Ketamine, I'd wake up crying, and I'm a grown-ass man that's been to war, and I never felt so feeble because I was just facing my demons in the worst ways.
Was trying to commit suicide. He was thinking commit suicide. I said, look, it's scary down there. It's cold. I know. I've been there before. I've been there, and it's cold than a motherfucker down there. You want to get out, but you can't. You don't know how to get out. And you sit there and say, why me? Why me? Why me? And you just say, the pain could be over. Just take that pill. The pain can be over. Just do it.
Don't ever take that pill. I'm assuming he's talking fentanyl or something like that, because I see a lot of people in Baltimore where I've been living for way too long. I don't live there now, but don't get involved in that. Just stay away from all that drug trade in Baltimore.
Because you don't want to be here, right? And then I made a choice. I said, I can take my life right now. Or I can take control of it and just do the work. I gotta die anyway. Why not try to work?
It's better to die on your feet than on your knees, right? I spent a lot of years, like I said, living in Baltimore. There's a lot of people that don't. They end up falling down in the streets. They're just worthless one way or another, or they get killed because they're being loudmouth. It's not a lot of fun. It's a rough place to live. I believe Gary's from certain parts of Jersey that aren't particularly fine and kind either. I'm from Elizabeth, Jersey, which definitely wasn't very fine and kind that many years ago.
And I just started cleaning my room.
Jordan Peterson, he read the book, he's living it.
And that's when it opened my eyes to all this other, that it's not white people, it's me. It's me. I don't want to do the studying. I don't want to go and figure out how to become a real estate investor. I don't want to do that stuff because it's too big. It's too big. I can't see it. It's impossible. I can't see it. I'm a fucking black man. I can't get the fuck there. My credit's fucked up. And I just said, no.
You're a black man, doesn't mean you can't do it. Calm down, bro. You can do anything you want to do.
No, I can fix this.
Yep.
And I started cleaning up my credit. And the more I cleaned up the credit, the more conservative I got, the more conservative. And it's fucking funny because another dude, I wish I forgot your name, Pimpin', but hopefully you on here. It was another guy, he had the same similar fucking story. But it's like the more conservative I got, the better I got, the better my credit got, the more confident I got, the more stronger I got. And it was just, it felt good to win for a minute.
Conservatives have like a doctrine, so I mean, it typically does make you a better person because if you're a good conservative, you're just wired to the ideas that they're talking about.
It felt good to win. And then COVID came and knocked that shit out of me. I'm like, I can't even get. I can't get a fucking break. Like, what the fuck? So after all that, I was like, I ain't got nothing else better to do. Let's watch some shit. And that's how I stumbled across Tim. Just trying to figure it out.
Tim Pool annoys me, but yeah, it is what it is. He at least tries to be an honest person. He just kind of fucks up sometimes. But I'm just glad that it helped Gary open his mind.
Because I'm like, all right, so I'm doing all right. Why? Why am I doing all right? I'm doing all right. I just don't know why I'm doing all right. Like, why the fuck do I got 7 G's to just coast in COVID? How that fucking happen? Like, I have $7,000 just to coast through COVID. I've never had $7,000 to coast through.
Salute.
You ain't alone, bro. I've barely had $7,000, much less nickels to scrap together. But sure as hell, certain happens at times.
Tired life, and I'm just cruising. I started looking shit up. I was like, mother, you did that? Mm-hmm. Oh! But I was scared to say anything. You know? And then when I seen Tim, and it's going right back to the original, yo, we went way the fuck around the world to get back here. But when I was talking to my boy Kyle, right, I said to him, this is why I decided to make the video. I said to him, we can't even say the word Trump. I mean, the name Trump. And he got off.
You see the debate the other night? There's no way we can even say Trump without being called white supremacist. I mean, they're calling Candace Owens a white supremacist. Black as black can be. And she's a strong black woman, but nope, white supremacist.
Enough courage to walk. When he walked out the store, he got up enough courage and he said, Trump! And that lit my fire. Soon after that, I said thank you to Tim. That's when that video came in. It clicked right then.